The ruthless reality of power. Why good people stay weak. Imagine this. You're surrounded by people striving for success. Some work tirelessly, hold on to their morals, and believe that playing fair will eventually reward them. Others deceive, manipulate, and step over anyone who stands in their way. Yet, when you look at the top of the pyramid, who do you see? Who writes the rules? Who owns the world? It's not the kind, not the selfless, not the fair. It's the relentless, the unyielding, the ones who dare to take what they want. Why does the world favor those who abandon morality? Because power is not about virtue. It is about control. History has made this clear. Emperors, warlords, billionaires. The pattern repeats. The strongest, the most cunning, the ones who understand the game rise. But this isn't a mistake. It's not a failure of the system. It is the system. And to understand why, we need to confront a harsh truth. Power does not go to those who deserve it. It goes to those who seize it. We are taught a comforting lie, that success is the result of talent, effort, and good intentions. That if you do the right thing, the world will eventually reward you. But history, politics, and business tell a far darker and far more honest story. The world does not elevate the most righteous. It serves those who understand its mechanics and bend them to their will. Success is not about fairness. It is about control, strategy, and the willingness to do what others won't. Why do the corrupt rise? Why do the most manipulative politicians thrive? Because they don't play for justice. They play for influence. A leader who tells people what they want to hear, manipulates the system to solidify power, and silences opposition will always rise higher than one who clings to integrity at the cost of control. History doesn't remember the idealists, it remembers those who win. Why do ruthless CEOs dominate? Because business is not a charity. A CEO who prioritizes fairness over efficiency, loyalty over results, or ethics over expansion will be crushed by those willing to make the hard choices they refuse to. Companies that survive do so by cutting jobs when necessary, even if it devastates thousands. The leaders who rise are the ones who eliminate competition, not the ones who try to make peace with it. Industries don't grow on kindness. They thrive on exploitation, of labor, of markets, of opportunity. The economy does not reward fairness. It rewards dominance. Why do history's greatest leaders have blood on their hands? Because power and ruthlessness are inseparable. Alexander the Great didn't unite the world through diplomacy alone. He burned civilizations to the ground. Julius Caesar didn't climb to power through honor. He betrayed his closest allies. Napoleon didn't build an empire by obeying the rules. He rewrote them in his favor. Power is never about kindness. It is about control. A leader must be feared before they are loved. The illusion of fairness society tells us to play fair, to follow the rules, to believe that good people will ultimately win. But who created these rules? The very people who benefit from them. Workers are told to stay loyal while corporations discard them the moment they become unprofitable. Citizens are taught to obey laws while the elite bend them in their favor. The masses believe in justice while those in power rewrite justice to serve themselves. Fairness is not a universal truth. It is a narrative designed to keep people in line. The world does not belong to the good. It belongs to those who understand the game and play it without hesitation. Power does not belong to those who earn it. It belongs to those who take it. Nietzsche's warning, the will to power. Friedrich Nietzsche did not just question morality, he exposed it as a tool of control. In Beyond Good and Evil, he argued that morality is not an objective truth. It is a weapon designed to keep the weak obedient and the strong ashamed of their strength. What we call good and evil are not universal laws. They are social constructs meant to serve the interests of different groups. The weak, unable to claim power for themselves, create moral systems that demonize ambition and glorify submission. The strong, however, see morality for what it is, a cage meant to contain them. At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy lies the will to power, the fundamental force that drives all life. According to Nietzsche, humans do not crave happiness, peace, or even survival above all else. They crave power, the ability to impose their will on the world and bend reality to their vision. The greatest minds in history Philosophers, artists, warriors, and rulers were not passive seekers of truth. They were conquerors of reality. Those who embrace the will to power shape history. Those who deny it become forgotten by it. The two moralities, the strong versus. The weak Nietzsche saw the world divided into two moralities: master morality, the mindset of leaders, warriors, and creators. Those who do not seek approval, but take what they desire. The strong define their own morality, one that values power, excellence, and dominance. Slave morality, the morality of the ruled. Those who, unable to rise, glorify weakness, humility, and suffering. They resent the powerful and demonize those who achieve greatness. The masses are taught to believe that strength is evil, ambition is selfish, and power is corrupt, ensuring that only a few ever dare to claim it. The choice: obedience or power. The truth is unforgiving. Morality is a choice, not a law. The question Nietzsche forces us to confront is this: will you live by the morality imposed upon you, or will you create your own? If you cling to traditional morality, you will remain powerless, trapped in a system designed to keep you weak. If you reject it and forge your own path, you will become the architect of your own destiny. History does not remember the obedient, it remembers those who rise above the herd.